Good morning, students. This is Miss Brown speaking, and welcome to another wonderful edition of Miss Brown Presents. I am here with you tonight, today, to talk to you about deforestation. Now, deforestation, our question for today: what effect does deforestation have on our Earth? Now, something you have to keep in mind, and you'll be taking notes on because you're going to have a little mini assignment that you're going to put in your notebooks when you're done with this. Alright, so what is deforestation? We're going to start by reading some of this book. Beth visited her grandparents last year. Beth is going to be our random person that we're going to follow throughout the story. She liked hiking. I'm just going to try to get these words up. Make sure that it's the right height or the right size, and then that's weird. There we go. She liked hiking through the forest near their house. She saw lots of trees, wild animals, and flowering plants. When she went to visit her grandparents this year, much of the forest was gone. In its place was a huge resort with parking lots, cabins, a large swimming pool. The new resort would be a great place for families to go on vacation. However, the resort took the place of many trees. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, a resort. It's okay to give up a couple trees for a fun resort like that, especially if it has a large swimming pool. But there are consequences on our environment. Alright. When large areas of forest are destroyed, we call it deforestation. That is going to be your first word, deforestation. When large areas of forest are destroyed. Now, this might not seem like a big deal, but it really, really is. Alright? There are many reasons why this is bad. Alright? One of the reasons. Trees clean the air. They are important to the water cycle. They keep the right amounts of water vapor, oxygen, and carbon dioxide in Earth's atmosphere. So trees clean air, important to water cycle. So without the trees, the air isn't as clean, and the water cycle doesn't work like it's supposed to. And the water cycle is what gives us our drinking water, among other things. It's what keeps the rain going, and we know that farmers need rain. It's what gives us our drinking water. It's what basically the entire planet relies on the water cycle. So without trees, we're in trouble. Yes, Magnus. Magnus agrees with me. That was Magnus you heard in the background. He was just telling you that trees are very important. Alright. Clearing a forest also wipes out natural habitat. The animals that live there must find some new place to live. Some animals find a new home, but others can't. They might get hit by cars or they struggle to find food. They might get killed by people to protect themselves or their pets. Entire plant and animal species can be threatened when too many trees are removed. So trees are... how do we want to put this? Trees provide habitats for other plants, animals. Alright. So deforestation also causes soil erosion. So that basically means that the trees help keep the soil in place. Without trees, wind can blow the soil away. The new plants cannot grow. So trees keep soil in place, which is important because if we don't have that soil, then nothing else is going to be able to grow there, and it will destroy a large part of the habitat for these animals. So, this says right here, Earth's forests are being destroyed at an alarming rate. Since 1900, about 90% of West Africa's coastal rainforests have been destroyed. 90%, 9 out of 10. Imagine you had 10 trees in your backyard, 9 of them would be cut down. If you had 100 trees in your backyard, 90 of them would be cut down. If you had 1,000 trees, 900 would be cut down. It's a big number. Now, we're going to talk about the causes of deforestation. Because it's not just humans. They're not the only ones that cause deforestation. Oh, sorry. I'll pause for a second. Alright. Hopefully, if you need to get this back, and I'll put this back up. Okay, hopefully, if you needed that, you can pause. So that way I can continue on with the lesson. Alright, here we go. Causes. There are natural causes, so it's not just humans. Alright, forest fires. If there's no rain, plants dry up. They die. If this dry area gets hit by lightning, it can start fires. The trees can catch on fire. The flames spread from tree to tree, burning down a lot of the forests. Just like people, plants can get diseases. So that could kill off a lot of trees in the area. And then sudden events. Volcanoes, earthquakes, avalanches, floods, mudslides. Alright. All of these things can kill off a bunch of trees at once. And then, but during these natural events, not everything dies. Alright, a lot does, but not everything. And therefore these areas can recover. The trees that live can help the forest grow again. Sometimes deforestation can actually be helpful because it makes room for new growth. However, this is only talking about natural causes. Alright, these natural causes here. Okay, these ones right here. These can be good because they can make new room for new plants. They can clear out the old, bring in the new. But when people cause it, the habitats can't regrow like they do with these natural causes. So these can actually be good for an area, but when humans do it, we don't leave behind something. So if you look at this picture of plants and land after a forest fire, you'll see there's still some stuff there. But after humans cut it down, there's nothing. That's the difference. Natural causes take some, but not all, so that the area can recover. Humans take everything. Alright? And here's how people do it. Alright? First of all, or why we do it, I should say. So why do people do this? We cut trees to use for products, like the paper that you're writing on. you would have a very hard time trying to go a day without using anything from the forest. Especially if you're like me and you have wooden stairs going up to your apartment or to your front door. Alright, so we also do it to clear land for crops. Can't grow our crops with those trees in the way. And then just carelessness. At least once a year, you'll hear about a wildfire in California being started because somebody forgot to put out a campfire or was burning some leaves on their yard when they weren't supposed to, or they did something else that caused a fire to break out. And these fires are very dangerous. And they're very difficult to put out. So they're very, very dangerous. Forest fires are not something to play around with. So also, when people raise cattle and other livestock for food and milk, when there's too many animals in one area, they eat too many plants. It's called overgrazing. That can destroy forests. And then when people mine for resources, they dig into the ground, killing trees. So one kind of mining, so we'll put farming and mining. One type of mining called strip mining, they take large layers of land and just take off all the trees along with the whole top layer of soil. Because they're looking for coal, metal, other things that we need. And then sometimes we destroy forests to build things. Build buildings, roads, etc. Alright, so causes. Pause here for a minute if you need to get these ones. These ones are natural. If you want to put the word natural next to them. Sorry guys, I'm not the best with writing like that. Natural, natural, natural. And then all of these are the people. Everything that people do. So, natural, us. Natural, pause there for a second. Us. Pause there for a second. So, does this mean that everything's all doom and gloom and we're going to run out of trees for the rest of our lives and we'll never have any more trees again? No, 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 no. There are many things that can be done. Alright, so if we go back over here, and if they let me go back to the regular mouse again, there we go. What can be done? Limit the number of trees cut. Plant new trees whenever old ones are cut. Alright. Leave some trees so the forest can grow more quickly. So you're going to limit the number of trees cut, and also when you're cutting them, you're going to leave some behind. So you don't cut all the trees in one area. Maybe only half of them. And then you plant some new ones. Alright. Leave green spaces. So specifically have spaces set aside that are to be kept as forests. Alright, these green spaces are specifically set aside where they will say, nope, not going to cut them down, not going to cut them at all. These trees are to be left. in place. All right, and then education. Teach farmers about how not to overgraze, how to grow crops without destroying forests. All right, because right now we're destroying way too many forests. What can you do? Use less paper. Write on the back of your papers. Recycle your paper. Type up stuff. Follow the safety rules when you're in the forest. Use water or sand to put your campfire out completely. All right? So don't ever, ever, ever leave a fire unattended. All right? Especially you guys. Make sure you always have an adult around. Always. Conserve water, so there'll be enough water in lakes, rivers, and underground forests. Conserve, that was one of our words. So not only does it mean to protect nature, but it also means to not use as much. That's that reduce part that we talked about. Start a project to help forests. Plant some trees. Pick up trash. All right? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these questions up here. But right now, the focus question, this right here, I'm going to let you copy down these notes. All right, your question, your task, to write a letter telling someone you know what deforestation is, why it is bad, and what we can do to stop it. That is what you need to do in your science notebooks. This will be part of your science notebook grade. All right? At least one paragraph. 1 to 2 paragraphs, we'll put it that way. So for my my first 2 blocks, I want 2 paragraphs. My third block, I want 1 paragraph. All right, use your notes. Get to work. If you finish early, you can either work on these questions over here, the read, think, write ones, or you can do the other activity that I have for you in class. As it is, that is all I have for today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And have a good class period.